Hey, welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a quick how to play and a full playthrough of Blood of the Northmen. It's a fairly easy game to learn. It does have different variations that you can play. We're just going to be doing the basic version, and there's 3 ways to win, but we're only going to be using 2 of those because one of the ways uses the towns. There's 4 different towns. There's Pelt, Mead, Silver, and Tusk. And one way to win is having each of your war bands, that's your little army guys, is what they look like to me, on one of each of the towns. And then it also has to have, there's different rules, like it can't have a road going off the map from those towns. It's just a little bit more complicated. So we're going to play with the basics, where you either win by having 6 victory points, and the way you get victory points is by defeating your opponent 6 times in battle, and each time you put one of your war bands over here on your player board. When you have 6 of those, you win. Or when the draw deck is depleted for a 2-player game, you start with 60 random tiles. And I'll show you what's on those tiles. There's also strongholds. You can use these as kind of like mountains, or they look like castles. But basically, when you place one on the map, you put your warband on top of it to claim ownership. If for any reason you want to move that, if it's not placed illegally, I'll go over that in a second. If you use the legal rules for the tile placement, you place your stronghold on one side of one of the tiles, put your warband on there. You can pass through it, but your opponent cannot. So you can go through lakes, roads, through your stronghold. It acts like a barrier or a mountain for your opponent. But for some reason, if you want to move that anytime, you take your warband off, put it back in your supply, and you just put the stronghold back in the supply. Another way to place a stronghold is if you don't have, say you want to place a tile beside another one, but it doesn't match, like lake to lake, road to road, mountain to mountain. There's also an exception on mountains I'll discuss. You can place them illegally and put the stronghold on one side, but that is now a permanent fixture on the tiles. You cannot move it if you place it on a tile that was placed illegally. And there's different sides of the tiles. I pulled out some to show you. This is a forest. And when you place a forest, you get to do a forest action. You get to choose one of 2 things. You can put one of your warbands on the tile, or you can draw a new tile. And you have to do them in order. There's a certain order you follow. Each tile has 6 sides. So this actually has 1, 2, 3 sides with the forest. You could actually place 3 warbands. It also has 3 sides with the lake. You could do 3 lake actions if you're able to do 3 lake actions. The lake actions are moving across the lakes, and one lake move can, say there's several, pretend these are lakes. Say there's a lake that goes all the way, you can move all the way across the lake in one move. Unless, of course, there's a stronghold from your opponent, or if there's a mountain that blocks it, there's several reasons you can't. Or if you can't go through, if your opponent is dominant, you can't go through it, correct?
Yeah, if you have more.
Yeah, if your opponent has more warbands there, you can't go through the lake or the roads. So for the way you take your actions, say they are tiles that have all 4 terrains on them. You do the forest action, then the lake action, then the road, then the mountain, in that order. Okay, so then you've got your, this is, I don't know if I showed that, this is the lake. Okay, sorry. We're not using this variation, but this is what a town tile looks like. And again, there's 4 different types of towns: Mead, Tusk, Pelt, and Silver. we're not using that variation, but this is a town with forest around it. So 3 sides are forest. This one is a road. So you have 3 sides are the road and the rest is empty. So you would do you could do 3 road actions. And the road actions are you can either move as far as you can go on the road, or you can draw cards. You or tiles. Sorry, you could draw 3 tiles, but you can only draw tiles if you haven't drawn tiles for the previous action. So if you drew tiles for your forest action and you didn't place a warband, you cannot draw tiles for any actions after that. Like if you had several terrains on that tile, then you did lake next, you couldn't draw a card for your option. You can only draw, or I keep saying cards, it's tiles. You can only draw tiles for one of your actions during your turn. Then you have the mountains. This has 2 mountain sides and a lake side. And the mountains are they look like little buildings to me. The mountain actions are, again, you can draw a tile if you haven't already during your turn. Or you can battle and attack. So those are very useful when you want to attack. They also block, you cannot move through mountains, so you have to go around them. So that's the basics of the tiles.
The mountains also act as a wild.
Oh, I forgot about that.
When you place them and you have to have like water, you can put it next to a water or a forest, but the road, you can't put it next to a road.
That's not, you didn't explain that at all, right? The mountains is what he's saying are wild. You can place any type of terrain next to a mountain, but not a road. That's what he was trying to say. You said a road to a road.
I said mountain. Okay. Well, either way.
But yeah, you can place anything beside a mountain, but not a road. The road can't run into the mountain. So lake, forest, or another mountain can be placed next to a mountain. So that comes in handy because you will later in the game run out of things. Because the way it starts, the first part of the game, you have to place 3 tiles lined up next to each other. After that point, all of your tiles have to at least touch 2 sides of a tile. They have to touch at least 2 other sides. So that's the one rule. And then, of course, the placement rules where it has to be lake to lake, forest to forest, road to road, or mountain to mountain, forest, lake. Or, of course, if you can place a stronghold, if you also want to perform an illegal placement and put the stronghold over it instead. Your player boards are very simple. You've got your supply over here of your warbands, and then your player aid card. There's a special tile that you draw. Mine is, I don't remember what it's called. Let me look it up. I'll tell you what he's called.
I'll show mine too.
Find it. I'll pass it. Right in front. Past it. So mine is called the Corsairs. Each turn receive 1 free extra lake action, but only across a lake. So it doesn't matter if I place a tile with a lake or not. I can do a lake action. I can't draw a tile, but I can go across a lake for free without placing a lake action. Anthony's is the Norse. He receives a free road action each turn, but only if traced off the map. I did forget to tell you that part on the roads. Let me find some roads here. So, say you have these placed. So you could see how this road is going nowhere. It's going off the map. You can travel from here to here, or here to here. You're going like off the map onto another. If it's a broken road that's not connected, you can easily go off the map. So he gets a free action every turn to do that if he wants. And the way you battle is, it's pretty simple. You are the player that's initiating the battle gets, so say I have 3 war bands, he has 2, and there's tiles placed here. We'll just place them. So say we're battling. He has 2, and I have 3. And again, you have to place a tile with a mountain to battle. So I get to draw 3 tiles for having 3 war bands, plus since I initiated the battle, I get an additional tile. So I get 4 tiles to battle with. He only gets 2. So I can either play from my hand or I can draw a random tile. But once you use these tiles from the stacks, they're discarded. You don't get to reuse them. So say I'm battling. This side has 2 mountain sides. You're battling for the most sides with mountains. So I drew 2 mountains. So right now it would be 2-0. But he drew a side with 3 mountains. It's 2-3. No mountains. That one has 1 mountain, so it's 3-3. He only gets 1 more tile. He only has the 3 mountains. I get 1 more tile. So I would have beat him with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains. He has to remove the difference in war bands. So I beat him by 2. He would have to remove both war bands. If I only beat him by 1, he would only remove 1 war band. So that's how the battle commences. And then the way you figure out who goes first is you both randomly we tried doing these in all one big stack. It was just way too hot. So we both randomly draw tiles and see who gets the most mountains. Wow, well, I'm lucky. 1, 2. So I go first. So there is a first player tile, but we don't have it out here. Okay.
Plus, as you're going through the game fast, you want to keep
right.
What are you looking at?
Forget. Do we start with tiles? Yes. Okay. So the first player gets 3 tiles. The next player gets 4. The next player gets 5, and so on. So the first player, which is myself, I only get 3 tiles to start with. So, and Anthony gets 4. Okay. So I get to play first. And remember, the first 3 tiles, they're just lined up in a row. You do have to follow the placement rules, but so I'm going to start the bat off here. It's got 1, 2, 3 sides with a forest, so I can place 3 war bands, and you only have 12 war bands total. So you will be battling, so it puts them back when you battle. But if you run out of war bands to place, you could take them off of one area and put them in another.
Also, one thing she forgot is after you initial the first 2 tiles, after that you have to connect 2 tiles.
It's 3 tiles.
Or 3. Well, yeah.
I did say that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually said it several times.
Yeah, it's an important part because it's.
Okay, so he's also doing 3 war bands.
I'm not going to attack though.
And that was our. I didn't finish my action.
Yeah.
So that was my forest action. I have a lake action.
So you get
I'm going to draw a tile because I can't really travel. And he has a forest action, which he places war bands, and he also has a mountain action, but he can battle me if he wants, or he can draw a tile. Chicken. Okay, so.
Yeah, she dominated the first game.
Okay, so I'm going to place this here. So I get to place a warband, and I can do a lake action, which I am. I'm going to move this guy over with my other warbands. and I have a mountain. So I'm going to battle, so I can show you guys how to battle. So I have 4 war bands to his 3. So that means I get a total of 5 tiles. I can either play the tiles from my hand, or I can take my chances with the stack. He only gets 3 tiles, so I need to beat him to remove his war bands. I'm hoping to beat him by 3 difference. He removes all of them. So
You showed me your.
I'm gonna take my chances. Okay, I started with no mountains.
I got 2.
Okay, I'm gonna play from my hand. There, so we're 2-2. But I get 3 more, and he gets 2 more.
I have 4.
He's getting lucky. Ah, only at 2. So it's 2-4. He only gets 1 more tile. So you have 6 or 7. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
okay. Oof. So I have 4, and I only get to draw 1 more tile. So
6.
So I lost. Didn't lose a battle. What happens if you lose the battle?
You lose your 3. Or actually,
I won every battle last time, so we didn't lose.
Well, we didn't lose, but you.
When we were battling, we didn't lose. Let me look what happens if you lose.
Okay, so the tiles that you use to battle are actually discarded from the game.
Yeah.
So you can't use those tiles again.
If there's a tie, there's no single player with the highest battle strength, all the players lose all their war bands.
I'm assuming since you lost the battle, you lost everything, all your characters. That just would seem logical.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see. After determining the battle strength of all players involved, each player not having the highest battle strength loses number of war bands equal to the difference between his battle strength and the highest battle strength. He uses the lost war bands. Okay, so I lose. If he does not have enough war bands to lose, he simply loses all of them. So you had 7 and I had what?
6.
6? So I lose 1 war band.
That was mine you just took.
Oh, sorry. So I lose 1 of mine. So that's not bad. I can deal with that. I have no more tiles, but...
Okay, so that was your turn.
So now we have to touch 2 sides with every tile.
Which makes it hard. If you hear her moving around the background, that's our little puppy moving.
I have no tiles, I just realized that. How am I going to do that?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you run out of tiles? I wasn't thinking.
Does that mean you lose the game?
No.
That's what I'm assuming. Figure what happens if you also don't have a tile that you can place.
You can always place next to a mountain. I probably should not have played that last tile, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that tile back. I might have to remove another war band. It was that one, I believe. So yeah, I need to remove another war band. I don't think I should have played my last tile in my hand because that means I can't play. I wasn't thinking. I was in battle mode.
So I have a city and a road and a water. So I could have 1, 2 tiles, 3 tiles I could grab. So I'm grabbing 3.
For which action?
The mountain, the road.
You can't draw for each one. You can only draw for one of the actions.
Yeah, I forget. So I'm going to draw for it doesn't matter. Draw for 1.
Okay. Are you battling for your mountain or are you...
Yeah, I'm a battle.
Okay. So he can battle from any of his...
I'm about
one of his tiles.
these 3 against that one.
Okay, so he gets 4 tiles and I get 2.
Okay.
I need luckier draws.
I'll let you draw
No,
first.
you draw first. That
So
one.
I get 1.
I am not getting lucky. I dominated last time. Like he... Ooh.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I have 1.
That's all I can draw.
Okay.
So you get 2 more chances.
Wow.
Love it. So 4 to 2.
Yep.
So you lose 2 war bands. Nice. Like it. Justice.
Wow.
Okay, so you're done, right? You did all your actions
Yep.
that you could do. And you don't have to take an action if it's not feasible. Like he didn't do the road action. He basically placed a warband, did his lake action of drawing a tile. He didn't do the road because there's nowhere for him to go. And he battled for the mountain. Okay, so I am going to place...
Yeah, it's late right now, so it's if we forget something.
So I'm doing this, it's a mountain and a mountain placed near 2 forests, and then there's the blank one. So I can do that.
It's kind of like wild.
And so pretty much I could do my lake action, which obviously I need to draw a tile. I can battle, which I'm going to.
With your luck today?
Yep, I'm going to do it. So I get 3, and I'm going to battle this guy right here.
All right.
So I get 3 tiles to your 1. Ooh, 3 mountains.
Wow.
I may not need to draw any more tiles. You're done. So he loses this one. And I can move all of them over there if I think you have to move at least 2, correct?
Yeah, you have to keep one. Remember back.
And then I have to keep 1 back there. So that is my turn.
All right. So.
Oh, I had 2 lake sides. I could actually draw 2 tiles. You can do more than one of the set. You could, if you have more than one side, like lake, 2 lakes, 2 forests, you can do more than one action for that, but you have to do the same action. Like I couldn't choose to draw tiles and move on a lake. So I can draw 2 tiles for having 2 lake sides.
I'm attacking that one. So I get 2 to your 1.
Where did you place a tile?
Right here.
Well, you need to do your actions first. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 roads. Are you drawing tiles or are you moving off the road? You could draw 4 tiles. And the tile rules for drawing, you can't draw more than the amount of warbands you have in your supply. Right now we have plenty in our supply, so we're good. But if he was down to like 2 warbands, he could only draw 2 cards. That's another rule.
All right.
Okay, so you're battling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you get 2 and I get 1.
No, I won.
Okay. Which one? That one?
Yep.
You're battling? Okay.
And I get 1 victory point.
Oh, I forgot about the victory points, but we didn't.
You won.
We've lost every. Oh, I did win one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you win a battle, we are tired. When you win a battle, you put the victory point. It's almost midnight, so we've done a lot today. Okay, so. But this is our opportunity to play games. It's late at night.
Yeah, when there's no one making noises outside.
And our dog's tired and...
Kid's asleep or playing his games.
Yeah.
It's summer break.
Okay, so I'm placing this here. So I get to place a warband on the forest. I have a road. I'm just going to draw a tile for my road action. And I have a mountain. But I am not going to battle because I need to build up more enforcements.
Wow. I did not get good.
Stack this up.
I didn't get good tiles to really place.
This is a fun game. We like battling and the cutthroat type games. So, but last game we had a lot more pieces on the board. Each game was obviously very different, but when we were practicing this game, it went very differently.
That's the only play I have.
You realize you have the strongholds, and you can do mountain to anything. So.
Oh yeah.
But you do have to touch two sides. Stop. What are you doing?
Using my stronghold.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mountains.
So you put your stronghold here?
Yeah.
Actually, you put it here.
Yeah.
And you gotta put your character, because I'm already on here. That's why.
And you put your little character on top of that.
So he can't move that. That's permanent. And I can't move through that, but he can.
But as soon as I move mine, it moves away. So.
And you can move through the forest, you can move through the road, the lakes, but not the mountains. Okay, so, did you do all your actions?
No, I get, 2 roads?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Oh, and this, when you place a stronghold illegally, it's treated as if it's a blank area. You don't get any, to do any actions from it. Yeah, there's a lot of strategy to this game. Okay, so first one I do is the lake. I have 2. I definitely need more tiles. This game's obviously going to end with depletion of the tile stack. Then, I get to place a warband. I forgot about that with my forest. A forest, then I did 2 lake. And I can't draw a tile for the road, but if I wanted to, I could move off the map and move my guy here, which I think I will. Put him with my other one.
Yeah.
So he's placing a blank area by the mountain and lake to lake.
So I get 2 tiles.
3.
Oh,
3
yeah.
lake sides. So there's 1, 2, 3 sides with the lake.
All right.
So, don't have any forest, but I have 3 sides that are lake. Wow, this game's going fast. And I have 2 mountains. I could actually battle twice. Or I could, I can only battle twice because I drew cards for the lake. Or tiles. I keep calling cards. Tiles. So I'm going to battle.
She likes to battle.
I love to battle. Battle this one to here. So I have 2. He has 1. And I can actually use 3 tiles and he can use 1. So I have 1, 2, 3 mountains.
And 1.
Okay, so I get a victory point. I pull one of my guys over. He loses that, and I need to move. Were you here? You were here, weren't you? I have to move my warband. Okay, Oh, and the way you win the game when the tiles are depleted, it's the person with the most areas, their warbands on the most areas. It doesn't go by victory points. You only win by victory points if you get all 6 victory points. And as soon as the tile's depleted, you finish that round and then you're done. So that was my turn. You have a lot of tiles.
Yeah, but I can't do much with it.
Okay, so he has a forest, 2 roadsides, and a mountain. So he can either move on that road or he can move off the map if he wanted.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay, so he's attacking me. We're 1-1. Okay, so you get 2 after 2 tiles. I get 1. So 3.
No, it's 2.
3.
3.
Really? You don't have one in all those tiles?
I do, but I only have 1 mountain. I'm 3 for 3.
So we lose all of our warbands because we tied. Okay, so now it's my turn.
A road.
Oh, right. Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was able to do this because there's a mountain there and a mountain there. So I was able to put the forest beside them and the road connected. So I have 1
And there's
forest.
there's a lot of tiles. We just picked the 60 that we need for the game for 2 players. So
Yeah, there's 120 tiles in this game. So, but based on the number of players is the number of tiles because it controls the length of the game. So now I can do my road actions. I can either move my character or I think I'm going to draw 3 tiles because I have 3 sides of the road. And I'm not going to battle because I really don't have enough more bands on any one space. And I had a lake action too, but there's really nothing I can do with that. If I'd wanted to, I could have moved this guy and put him with this one. But it's so late in the game, the
and
way you win is by having the most territories.
I could travel, so I'm gonna travel.
Okay, so he traveled through the lake. Okay, and then you've got, did you put your warband for your forest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put 2 and
Then
travel.
you did travel on the lake.
Yeah, I get 1. Actually, no, I guess it was just lake. All right.
And then you have a mountain. You can either draw a card or battle.
Oh, that's just all right.
Okay, so let's see. gets tougher as you go through it. You're matching 3 sides.
Took my play.
That's good to hear. So I have 1 forest, the lake, the road. I'm just going to draw 2 tiles for my road action, and then I'm going to finish my turn. Ooh, places 3 warbands there. Anthony's in a good position this game. Then you have your road action. You can either move all the way there or off the map. And he can move all of his...
I can't move off the map. It doesn't go...
Oh, it doesn't. So you can move all 3 of those if you want.
I'm just going to move it there.
Just 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, I can move 1 to each one.
No.
Just... Oh, you have to...
If you had 2 road sides, you could, yes.
Yeah. Keyword advantage.
1. Can you see it? 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, let's move this a little bit.
And then my lake action.
Actually, move it a little bit more. Try and move it so the screen could actually show it.
I'm just going to draw 2 tiles for my lake action.
All right. Now she's building up for something big. She's plotting. She's smiling. Let's see. Wow. Well. Definitely does get harder. I just realized something. This is too,
Oh yeah, 2 mountains. So you have 3 lake actions and a mountain.
I'll grab all. So that's 4 tiles. Actually, I can
3
only grab
tiles.
3 tiles. Because I only have 3 characters.
It's only 3 tiles anyway for your lake action. And then are you doing anything for your mountain?
Yeah.
You want to attack this one or?
No. I'll attack.
Okay.
So.
What you got?
2.
Three. You get 1 more tile. Come on, no mountains. We tied, so we both lose our warbands.
Yeah.
We tied a lot.
You grab mine?
No. Okay, so my turn. You're going down. Okay, so I get 2 warbands. And I get to battle using all of these guys to take these 2 out. And if we run out of tiles, that's it. So Okay, so I get to use 5 if they're even available, and he has 2. So
All right, go first.
let's start with the 1.
Wow.
Ha. 2.
Actually, it's not worth it. I still have to place one, huh?
Mm-hmm. So you're just you're going down?
Yep.
Okay, so he loses those. I'm going to move 2 of my guys there, and I move this one over here for a victory point, and that's my turn.
All right.
So, the game's over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the game's over. Duh, we went through the stack. So, now we count, see who has the most tiles.
You do. You have 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aww.
That last batter did
So,
it.
that last battle was the victory for me. I thought he was going to win that one because he was in a good position.
I only have one and 1, 2.
This is a fun game. It's really fun. It's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of variants you can play. You can play with the towns, but again, there's no, like, we only have 2 towns out here, so, or 3. To win on the towns, you have to have your war band on each of the 4 towns, and there can't be any roads going off the map. It's really difficult to win that way. And then there was other variants with the towns where you could do certain actions when you place a town tile and you've got your war band on there. So there's a lot of different ways to play this game. It's a lot of fun. We enjoyed it a lot. But we like cutthroat games. We love that battling. So, like when it was too late to really show him this game, but he would love this game. We'll have to show him how to play this game because he loves to battle.
Yeah.
But what are they doing on Kickstarter?
July 6th.
What are they doing? Is it an expansion for it? Or?
Yeah, expansion.
So on July 6th, they are doing an expansion for this game. So I'm interested to see what's in the expansion. So definitely look out for that. And Anthony will put the link for that in the description so you can check it out and sign up if you want to get updates from them. As always, we will put the product link in the description so you can check this game out for yourself. It's definitely a great game to have if you like battle and tile placement games. And that's all. Is that all you have?
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And we look forward to seeing you next time.